Good morning, Mets fans, and welcome to a Friday edition of Driving with Mr. Met. I am Mr. Met, and, the roller coaster season continues for the Mets. Last night was not fun. It was kind of brutal. Daniel Murphy does what Daniel Murphy does against the Mets. Seems like every time the Mets face the Nats, Murph is right in the middle of the run-scoring barrage. And last night was no exception. Gsellman was off. The Mets lost. And of course, in typical Mets fashion, not only did they lose the game, but they also lose yet another player. It's amazing that when you think about it, just a couple of days ago, we were all so hopeful upon the returns of Matz and Lugo and Cespedes. And just a few days later, look what happens. We lose, in this order, we lose Cabrera, Walker, Harvey, and now last night, Lagares. And the really shitty part about losing Lagares is that poor Juan was finally getting some playing time. He was playing really well, and then he goes and hurts his thumb again. Doing what he does best, trying to make a great play in the outfield. So, we're Mets fans. We're used to this. We're used to not being allowed to have nice things, ever. But, Terry Collins said it best. You got to roll with it. It is what it is. I joked last night on Twitter that at the rate at which the Mets are losing players off of the Major League team, Sandy Alderson will very soon have no choice but to promote Ahmed Rosario, if for no other reason than he won't have any players left in Vegas. I think with Lagares going down, I think we'll probably see Brandon Nimmo called up to fill in that outfield spot. Conforto, he may be the next victim. He's been day-to-day for the last 4 days. He didn't start last night. Hopefully he can start tonight. He's got pretty good career numbers against Max Scherzer, who thankfully we're facing tonight. The Mets have actually hit Scherzer pretty well the last couple of times he's faced them. I think he has something like a 5.14 ERA over his last 2 or 3 starts against the Mets. So, hopefully he's able to, the Mets are able to get to him early tonight. And hopefully they can play the game, because it is raining, as you can see. I'm not sure what the forecast looks like for New York, but I know today and tomorrow we're going to be kind of rainy days and washout type days. So hopefully they can play tonight. Hopefully the Mets can pick up a victory. This is a really important series. It's 4 games. The Mets currently trail the Nats by 10.5 games after losing last night. They can't afford to lose another game, frankly, in this series. They have to take the next 3. Very tall task, facing some tough pitchers that the Nats will throw at them. But look, if the Mets want to contend this year, they have to beat the Nats, period. They have to beat the team they're chasing. And the hole that they've dug is pretty deep already. They can't afford to let it get any deeper. So tonight, hopefully we can turn things around, and hopefully Conforto's back in the lineup every day. And hopefully next week, when I come back to you on Monday, I can report that they've taken 3 games in a row from the Nats. That would be lovely. That would be wonderful. For Father's Day, that would be a terrific gift. So I'm not holding my breath, of course, but it would be nice. So anyhow, that's all for today. I appreciate your watching the video. If you're not already following me on Twitter, please do so at Mr_Met. And as always, let's go Mets.